Okay, we are going to look now at Rob Astorino's official page. We are going to go to Google and type in ROBASTORINO. This is his picture. He's called the baby-faced assassin. I didn't make it up, guys. The very first result is called Rob Astorino dash Stand with Rob. We're going to click that. Okay. This is Mr. Astorino here being congratulated. What do you notice? Women, black people, Hispanic people. I wouldn't be surprised if half of them were Democrats. Rob Astorino is a universal candidate. We have a 2/3 liberal district here, and he is universally loved by everyone. His hometown of Mount Vernon, well, he's not there anymore, but he was born there. His hometown of Mount Vernon is right next to my hometown of Yonkers. His hometown is 100% Democrat. They love him. No matter what background you are, he fits in with you. He cares about everyone. He cares about everyone's beliefs. He takes everyone's opinion into consideration. And he respects everyone, even those who disagree with him, even those who vote against him. Espanol, because he speaks fluent Spanish. These are his commercials, his YouTubes, his family, his wife and his 3 children. Yeah, Democrats for Astorino. How many Republicans can stand behind this sign with a straight face? None. Okay, the green tab says donate. We're going to click on donate. Okay, personal information. Title is Mr., Mrs., Doctor, Professor, whatever. First name, last name. Address, city, state, zip. Email, phone. Your phone number is optional. Everything else above it is required. Yes, the campaign may contact you. No, they may not. Blah, blah, blah. Information about the donor. Is it an individual donation or a business donation? You know, are you donating it in the name of your pizzeria or your real estate firm, whoever you are? Donation is donation, events, I did donation. The minimum donation written is $100. The maximum legally allowed is $27,603. Or write your own donation here. You can write $10, $25, $1. Everything helps. How often is the donation being made? Every week, every month, quarterly, which is every 3 months, semi-annual, which is twice a year, and annual, which is once a year. So that means if you do weekly and you do $27,603, that means every week your credit card is going to be charged $27,603. So you better make sure you don't hit that by accident. How do you hear about Rob? That's optional. Who's your employer? Your occupation? That's optional. Credit card information. And then you go to the next page. He's on Facebook. He's on Twitter. He's on everything. YouTube. Contact. Okay, we have contact Rob. Donation. Contact Rob. Take action. Videos. Issues. News. About Rob. You can read all about him if you want. How do you want to contact him? You can write to his P.O. Box, P.O. Box 100, South Salem, New York, 10590. info@robastorino.com. Phone number is obviously business, 914-481-3672. Or you can write him your name, your email address, and what your message is, and how you want him to get back to you. Now, you can talk to him on Twitter and Facebook, and he does respond. He has spoken to me in both mediums many times. This is him with his daughter at a father-daughter dance. He's very big on his family. He goes to PTA meetings. He goes to the schools. He talks to his teachers, okay? He is a regular person in real life. Now, down here, this is myself. This is the picture that's in Emily Miller's Emily Gets Her Gun. The gentleman next to me is Tom King, who was a board member of the National Rifle Association and the president of the New York State Rifle Pistol Association. Down here, the woman on the end is Nicole Katz. Her husband is Dr. Stephen Katz. He's a veterinarian and a state assembly member. Her husband is famous because after they passed the SAFE Act, her husband said on the floor of this assembly, "When I come up here to represent my constituents," I'm paraphrasing, "when my wife is home with my 3 daughters, there's more than 7 rounds in the magazine." This woman here below me is Noelle Delaco. I can't pronounce her married name. Noelle runs a charity called Operation Prom. I talked about her before. She raises money to get prom dresses and tuxedo rentals for underprivileged students. And she did host at least 1 prom for terminally ill children. Next to Noelle is Joe Acasella. Now, Joe was the youngest town clerk in New York State history, I think. He was the town clerk for the town of Harrison, New York, and he died in 2011. Now, Joe was a personal friend of mine literally since I was a baby. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention Noelle. If you look at this picture in the background, Rob Astorino is standing there. She meets Rob Astorino once a month, I think. He gives her a lot of money for her charity. He's very involved with her. Okay, and that is it. Now, if you live outside of New York State, do you want to get involved? Should you get involved? I don't know. But understand this. Rob Astorino is our candidate against Cuomo. It is all but official. He filled out the papers and everything. Now, Cuomo's behavior, this is a professional video. I'm not going to demagogue or get loud or foul, but Cuomo's behavior is unacceptable on every level. And we need to make sure that in 2016, when we talk about presidential nominees, Cuomo's name is not listed. Okay? We need to defeat him as the governor of New York because we need to make sure he never becomes president. And we have a candidate here who comes from a 2/3 left-leaning district and is popular. Popular amongst every race, every creed, every social standing. Men, women, children, blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians, Jews, Christians, Muslims. He relates to everyone. He understands everyone. He takes everyone's opinion into consideration. He is a true gentleman. I've spoken to him many times. We share several friends together. And that's all right by me. If you live in New York State, there is no reason for you not to donate. Okay? The future of your state depends on this election this year, November of 2014. Even if you give him $5, if you live in New York State, there is no excuse for you not to donate. Once again, go into Google, Rob Astorino, here it all is. Thank you.